Marching Guyana, people going crazy. Moving left to right and shaking up their bodies. Let me tell you people what match is about. Can't you see the people jumping up and south? Listen to the steel bands playing in the streets. Can't you see the children marching to the beat? Marching Guyana, people going crazy. Moving left to right and shaking up their bodies. Let me tell you, banners, their billies look so slick. Look at all those boopsies holding all these chicks, eating fish and chicken from women at the store. 10,000 people jamming down my shore. Marching Guyana, people going crazy. Moving left to right and shaking up their bodies. Marching Guyana, people going crazy. Moving left to right and shaking up their bodies. Hear the music blasting for miles and miles around. Don't you know it's the radio and Pancho's back in town? Hear DDS playing a sweet, sweet melody. They rum in me left hand and my girlfriend next to me. Marching Guyana, people going crazy. Moving left to right and shaking up their bodies. Marching Guyana, people going crazy. Moving left to right and shaking up their bodies. Marching Guyana, people going crazy. Moving left to right and shaking up their bodies.
Mashramani, as you probably have heard, started with that title in 1971. Actually, it was started by the JCs of Linden in 1970, and it was more or less adopted by the government as a national thing in 1971. It is our big coming together. Mashramani, as you probably know, an Amerindian term which means revelry after a cooperative effort. We've had a cooperative effort in the past year, and in February, at the time of our Republic, celebration of the Republic, we have a big celebration. That's basically what it is. We tramp in the streets, we have masquerade bands, beauty contest, fashion, costume contest, I should say, Indian bands competition, everything that's going on. So this is the time for festivity.
Who is the best steel band? Who can win? Pan player was that a certain love. Pan. Very, very hard. We put in about, this competition time, we put in about 8 hours a day practice. And it takes a lot out of the players. Sometimes you go out meals, or like today, you find men going out meals until tonight. And that is only because of dedication and love for the instrument. And for steel band, they will do this. If you don't have that love, you can never be a good steel band player.
I've been playing with Bitcoin Invaders since the age of 11 years. I've been Invaders for quite a while. I've visited a few countries with Invaders, toured to Cuba, Nicaragua, Barbados, and other countries along with the Invaders band. The Invaders band is a professional steel band right now. You see, with the Invaders, we have members ranging from the age of 11 years old up to members going up to 35.
I should say, I'm a professional tenor pan player for Spanish, you see. Now, I joined the Bitcoin Invaders for the past roughly 10 years now, right? And how I see our position, our competition so far in this upcoming competition, the upcoming Thursday, is that right now I ain't see they got any band that got our standard, because first thing, the Bitcoin Invaders have been a band always competitive, always playing. It never out to members, they're always playing for the past, you say 50, 25 years, roughly 25 to 50 years. We've been competitive, we've been active. Now we got other bands coming up who we know that all of them coming out to beat Invaders, but they can never get the opportunity because we are practicing hard, we training hard, and we looking for professional standard.
This year, they've chosen Land of Our Birth, sung by a man who arranged it locally for two girls' voices and a piano accompaniment. Very difficult and intricate piano accompaniment. Many people have said it is a difficult tune to arrange for steel band, and it is. But what I have done with it, and what most of the arrangers will be doing, you play it straight the first time, more or less from the copy, so you know that what the tune is all about. And then we've done a march in a minor key, and then we go into a kind of Viennese waltz with a little variation itself, and then we go into a Calypso, and then we end with a big finale.
In second position, we had the Ghana Police Band with 224 points. And the Band of Blood Foresters, Bitco Invaders with 247.5 points.
I'm the Blazing Fire. Now, I got two bad tunes from Mashramani, which is Dorothy and Plenty Years.
Well, my name is Black Prince, and for this Mashramani Calypso competition, I have two very nice tunes. One of them are Bubbly, titled Bubbly, and the other one is Something Dangerous.
Well, right now my name is Patricia Caesar, known as Lady Explainer. My two tunes that I would be doing this year is Bingy the Pussy for Mashramani and I Come Out to Mash.
Very confident. The Calypso that I have, I believe I'm going to make it this year. I don't think I'll be going for a second place this year, like the past 4 years.
So I feel there's two very good tunes I'm having. Both of them are test pieces, and I feel that I'm going to win.
My great feelings about this year is that I shall be 1987 Calypso Monarch.
Me personally, I feel like the greatest calypsonian in Guyana. And the only thing that's stopping me being one of the greatest calypsonians in this world is like money and studios and these other things. Because I believe no Trinidadian calypsonian or Barbadian calypsonian got nothing what I ain't got.
In the arena of the 1987 Calypso contest, we bring to you our first contestant tonight, the business of Calypso, arriving from right across all the 10 regions. Now to the capital city, 20 years with the Blazing Fire. Put your hands together for the Blazing Fire.
Mumbai. In 53, the first general election, the first premier was Dr. Chedi Jagan. The Minister of Education was Lyndon Forbes Burnham, and they swore allegiance to the British Crown. You can be sure that did not shelter them for long. 'Cause by the 9th day of October, which was only 6 months later, Winston Churchill, he take over, yes, he expelled them from power and suspended the country's constitution. Hey, me, plenty years, we independent and free. Plenty years, now we living in harmony. No more colonial slavery, Man, we molding we destiny. Plenty years, be independent and free.
If I am to come again, I don't want to be a human. I don't want to come again to be exploited by man. Let me stay far away. No contact with man at all. Too much a damn advantage, especially when you're small. Rich man living at his leisure, while the poor man feeling the pressure. I don't want to stay on earth, it's cooler under the dirt. So if not a dove or bush turkey, God board elephant or kiskadi, just leave me in the cemetery. I'd rather be a zombie. My friend in this cemetery was a guy by the name of Chubby. He had good ability and he was a handsome zombie. He made a wrong decision to come back again as a human. He thought he would be a man, but he come back here as a woman. So no, 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 not me. I don't want to come as a human. I don't want to be a victim of no stupid man. No man ain't gonna treat me cruelly, bust up me eyes and bruise up me knee. So leave me in the cemetery. I'd rather be a zombie.
Step forward, tread lion, I hail Jah. Take I know that to understand the peace and love of the Rasta man. No more bald head, no long hair and dye. It's not the dread, I want a Jah. Rastafari, oh Rasta, the Rasta man, step right up to the dash and make I understand the loving of Rasta. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling, oh Rasta. Irie, oh Rasta.
Contestant number 5, from the Garden City in the capital city of Georgetown, for Mashramani 1987. The name is the Black Prince. Contestant number 5, the song Bubbly. We're putting our hands together right across this beautiful, fully air-conditioned stadium tonight. Guyana has got all the wonders in the world. You come to the national park, it's fully air-conditioned. You don't have to turn on any switches, any knobs. We'd like to welcome our overseas visitors to the fully air-conditioned studio. Sorry, the arena. Yeah. This is time for the Black Prince, contestant number 5. The song is called Bubbly. And of course, backing up the Yoruba singers, we'd like to remind you before that and more, a whole lot more, of the entry of Calypsonian number 5, the Black Prince. Let me hear you put your hands together for contestant number 5, the Black Prince, 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 Black Prince, Black Prince, Black contestant number 5. Bubbly, 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 bubbly. This is the Prince. the Black Prince, the Prince, the Black Prince, the Prince, the Black Prince, entering to the arena with 175,000 pounds of pure solid Calypso, 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 the Black Prince, Calypso, the Black Prince.
This year, this mass I can play, posing on the boxer, pelting punches all over, the music in me, I ain't touching nobody, I drinking some bottles, especially Bob Ali, I know I can happy, cause Bob Ali is my trainer, XM is my manager, I see is my doctor, it's so I can bump, it's so I can jump, it's so I can bubble right down to the ground. This time I am ringing, hey them Steve and jamming. This year, this is the mass I can play. Watch it! This is mass! For this revolution, you must add some culture as a Republican. This is my contribution. I am a Guyanese, and I must please my country. This government and me, we ain't no enemies. So much the morning, when you hear bands start playing, take a look at me, how I'm asking for this country. It's so I can bump, it's so I can jump, it's so I can bubble right down to the ground. Believe me, this time I am ringing. Hey, them Steve and jamming. This year, this is the mass I can play. Watch it!
She said, I really, really love your music. She tell me, rebel, I just could not resist it. But when she feel the power from the rhythm of the soca, it's madness, she said, in this fiesta. He took another drink of the tequila. Now you must teach me how to do this soca. I jam she in the corner, jamming she all over. She like it when I jump, she in the center. She tell me, see, no. Me, Madame Conchita. Really love me rumba, me really love me samba. But now me fall in love with your soca. Hey, baila, baila, baila. Mi señorita, baila, baila, baila. Madame Conchita, baila, baila, baila. Yo te quiero, baila, 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 baila. Now everybody they're looking at Conchita, shaking she boomsy right up to she shoulder. Rocking to the rhythm of the soca. This one session is whole night the woman carrying on. What a lovely beat to the Calypso. Is everybody in the fiesta like the tempo? And before the party over, the bass catch a fire. Everybody they dancing to the soca. Hey, she tell me see, no. Me and me, Madame Conchita. We really They talk and they talk so, like they ain't got shame. But it's the same talk name that give me my fame. Don't worry about me, cause my mind is free. Whenever I open my mouth, everybody must feel happy. So when they talk about soca, yes, I got real class. When it comes to break dance, I could do it fast. I'm getting old, yes, but don't tell me so. Soca is my line anytime. Anybody can try guy mine. Oh, granny fit, granny fit. Oh, granny fit, granny fit. Granny fit, granny fit. Unless you fit, fit, fit. Granny fit, granny fit. Granny fit, granny fit. Granny fit, granny fit. Unless you fit, fit, fit. What I like with them is true, grudgeful and envy. They just want $1 from this same old lady. But class is just real class, whether young or old. This lady was born to sing, there's no substitute for this girl. So when they talk about soca, yes, I got real class. When it comes to break dance, I could do it fast. I'm getting old, yes, but don't tell me so. Soca is my line anytime. Anybody can try guy mine. But granny fit, granny fit. Granny fit, granny fit. Granny fit, granny fit. When she fit, fit, fit. Granny fit, granny fit. Granny fit, granny fit. Granny fit, granny fit. When she fit, fit, fit. As a sweet song singer, I am always the best. With jazz, calypso, and soca, you can guess the rest. Don't worry your head, people, over me. When I pass and gone, maybe history must remember me. But when they talk about soca, yes, I got real class. When it comes to break dance, I could do it fast. I'm getting old, yes, but don't tell me so. Soca is my line anytime. Anybody can try guy mine. So granny fit, granny fit. Granny fit, granny fit. Granny fit, granny fit. You know she fit, fit, fit. Granny fit, granny fit. Granny fit, granny fit. Granny fit, granny fit. Yes, she fit, fit, fit. Granny fit, granny fit. Granny fit, granny fit. Granny fit, granny
costumes has made about 4 years back, which we won with, and we decided to keep the arrow up. Now our captain told us, all along the flag's up, we are above, and when it's dropped, we're down. So we decide to keep our head up. So we are the goal now.
In different territories, but the masquerade is spread throughout the West Indies in different forms. And here, it took the form, it has strong British influences. You have the fife, which is an English musical instrument really, the kettle drum, and the boom, which is the tenor drum that the English troops march with. You have the long lady who is dressed in English costume, usually a white masked lady. It's a costume about 8 feet high. You have the mad bull. These two are images which are used here also as crowd control figures. They keep the crowd out of the way. The masqueraders go around from house to house. In old days, around Christmas time, they would actually send a visiting card, say the so-and-so masquerade band is coming to your house, make sure you're in. And you throw coins. There are about 8 or 9 definite steps that they do. Now, this part of it, the ceremonial part, comes from mainly Nigeria. I think it is Yoruba tribe, but I'm not an authority on that. They're from various West African tribes where the masquerade is a highly secret society. But what has remained is the secular part of it, the ceremonial part of it, little bits of the ceremonial part with no religious attachments, I should say. So you have these 7 or 8 steps. And the way they pick up the coin is one way. A lot of interesting things about it. A masquerader mustn't smile because he's begging you for money. So you always find their eyes upturned, looking at the window tops to see who's going to throw the money. And then they pick it up in a certain way. And for a good pickup, you see you'll get another coin thrown. But if you smile, you're making money. So it's, there are little traditions like that you have to know. And it's very intricate. It's been going here for well over 150 years. What has been left to us now is only 1 or 2 of many costumes they used to have. Again, there's a breastplate, there's a skirt, there's a complete costume called Highland Lassie. There used to be one called the Navy. There was a completely naval one. See, so that you had this double thing, taking elements from the British, who were the rulers at the time, and mixing them in with completely African dancing and movements. And this is what, to me, makes Masquerade interesting. Plus the fact that, of course, it's fun.
the wire done for the glass wall, for the mirror wall between the cockpit and the person carrying the spacecraft. Just wired. So the last thing you do is put on that. Underneath that, you're going to write floor to be put in. Because those are the two last things going to be done. At the same time that is being done, I would like the bottom to be wired for covering. So that's the last thing we're going to do. But at least the wire going to be there. See, the legs is what I want to really decorate those legs beautiful. So let me start decorating them. Let's just cut them out and just let somebody start decorating them. How you can push them and shove them in. You can shove them from outside or however mechanism you can use.
Because being worried about the part and getting going to be outside now, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Worry about the outside now.
My name is John Fernandez, MASH designer, and I have been working in doing costumes for about 10 years. This year we are putting out two individuals, king and queen, two individuals, smaller, male and female, which is called as individual male, individual female, and king and queen. I'm building 5 bands, one for Guyana Airways, one for GA, which is GEC, another one for COFA, which is all the financial institutions, GNTC, and the armed forces, joint services, which will be about 500 strong. In the background you can see a flying saucer, which we are doing for the joint services, King. Across you can see a chariot with horses, which is being wire bended, and it's now being decorated. That's before GEC, Chariots of Fire. The costume behind will be for GNTC, the Queen, which is True Colors of Unity and Development. And here we have, if you would like to look at that, is individual female for just Cleopatra for the Kofa group. The Chariots is Chariots of Fire, which I told you earlier, for GEC. We plan to light that costume of fire on stage. To light it afire. Yeah. On fire. We bought in from New York an asbestos suit, which the guy would be wearing, and he would display the costume, and just before he comes off the stage, he would light himself afire. But I like a lot of innovations.
That certainly is innovative. That certainly has a special effect. Yeah. That's for sure. There was a concern about sizes of costumes. Does that concern you at all, or are you just going with what you create?
I am against that. How could someone limit the capability of a designer, stating how high, how wide, how many wheels, or whatever it is? I think that's limiting a designer.
Our costumes don't exceed 3 wheels, and they shouldn't also exceed a certain width and height kind of thing, because they then begin to go into the concept of a float. There's one particular designer in Guyana who has been straying into this float concept and building massive costumes, which in fact is more of a float than a costume. I feel a costume should be worn to a great extent by the person who is playing it and should be able to move in it freely. I would like to see us building more body costumes where we don't have to rely on wheels. Well, I got involved in Mashramani since way back in 1974, and I started out by building floats, and after 4 years of float building and winning successively all 4 years, I was persuaded to go into costume designing, which really was not my I had very little experience in costume designing, but with the help of another leading designer that used to be in Guyana, David Lanny, I decided to branch off and try my hand at it, and I've been kind of designing costume bands ever since then. We're doing the games we play, and it's all to do with indoor and outdoor games. So we're going to be featuring things like football, cricket, basketball on the outdoor side, and badminton, dominoes, playing cards, that kind of thing, on the indoor side of it. So,
how did you come about this?
well, every year we have to come up with a fresh theme, eh? And this year the government is kind of featuring fitness and sport as a national theme, and we thought we can just pick it up from there and expand it. It's something I enjoy. I like, being around the making of costumes. Although I'm not too much, I don't get too much involved in the making. I like the design aspect of it, and it's interesting to see the things that you design come to life by people who have that special talent.
like fire. Man is one fantastic spree. Man, I can see them guy and he's flouncing. Everybody masquerading in town. Like a Saki Winky, they only bouncing up and down, down, down. Here a man by the van with a bass in the hand. Whether rain falling or sun shining, we go mash downtown. Like a Sally Penta, we whining, we go mash downtown. I go meet you down by the junction, we go mash downtown. And we don't care who say we ruction, we go mash downtown. Mash, mash. Mash, mash. Mash, mash. Mash, mash. They're coming from Rossignol and from Tushan. They're coming from Diamond and LBI. They're coming from Providence and from Linden. And they're flying high, high, high. You're hearing the music by Border Market. All in your chest, you're feeling the beat. A fella with XM in the back pocket. And the band are feeling sweet. Here a man, by the man, with a bass in the hand. Whether rain falling or sun shining, we go mash downtown. Like a Sally Penta, we whining, we go mash downtown. I go meet you down by the junction.